It's time for some zoo tales with our friend Candace Reynolds from the Oklahoma City Zoo, where we may and or may not talk about animals that have tails.
Okay,
right? Right? I don't know. There's no telling where this segment will go.
We got no telling. That's it, right? We can tell all kinds of tales about animals with tails. So there's.
Well, I'm just looking at the lineup here.
I know.
Sea lion, tiger cubs.
There's a lot of news. There's a lot of things happening at the zoo. All good things. So.
How are you, and how are things going?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. It's been a great summer.
How's attendance been?
Attendance has
Decent?
been great. We ended actually our fiscal year with record attendance.
Okay.
So over 1 million guests again, which was fantastic.
So is that end of July?
It does
So that just
end of June. So July 1 starts a new fiscal for us.
Okay, cool.
So thank you. Thank you to all of our visitors that came out and saw us this past fiscal year. And the summer's just continuing on. So I know school started back up today for Oklahoma City kids. So
How does school affect attendance for you guys? Does it actually improve once school gets running after a couple weeks and there's field trips, or is it too early for field trips? Or
no, we will actually start seeing field trips this early fall. So late September into early October, teachers are starting to get some of those field trips going.
Gotcha.
And it really helps break up the school season, if you will, because then we get other field trips in the spring. But we
Right.
see attendance kind of just stay a little staggered until all kiddos are back in school. And I think families are always looking for that last minute summer adventure, so they think about the zoo and come out and visit us.
I'm just ask all sorts of questions she's not ready for. Does the cooler temperatures going from, let's say, 100 down to 90, does that make an impact on the animals and how you guys care for the animals? Less of a heat worry, maybe?
Yes, that does make an impact. So today is a great example. Nice cooler temperatures, overcast.
Sure feels nicer.
Yes, so they may not be running sprinklers in yards for animals today. Definitely when we know of heat advisories and the higher temperatures, the caretakers are going to take precautions, and they're going to keep those pools full. They might put ice treats out, different things for the animals, and today it may not be as necessary. So all of our animals always have water and things of those nature, but they may not need the extra comforts to beat that summer heat.
Animals such as Cash, the California sea lion.
No, Cash is our growing guy. He is our 1-month-old sea lion pup. There he is. Is that not just, that's your cuteness for the month. Come on. There he is with his mom, Pearl. But Cash is just doing great. He's up to 30 pounds.
What has Cash been eating?
Cash has been eating a lot of fish and some squid.
Are you a squid person?
I am a squid.
Really?
Fried, yes. I'm a big calamari fan. But
I do like the calamari. Good point. Yeah. Typically, things with suction cups, not so much.
No.
Sometimes it gets
probably
a little too.
Probably not the same that Cash likes, but
granted, completely different.
According to his trainers, he's really into tossing his food and playing with it, which are just natural habits for these and behaviors for sea lions. So
it's not like he's sitting at a table and you're like, come on, Cash.
He's doing everything a sea lion should be doing, and he's getting lots of swimming time in with his mom. Guests can see him on a daily basis at the sea lion habitat, which is over by at Aquaticus, and he's a lot of fun to watch. I mean, just splashing around. He's a little one. He's there with mom, but he is growing. There's no question.
I see that you have a blog post about Cash.
We do. We share animal stories on our website under.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's blogs about all the things that are happening at the zoo, and there are stories that are told from our animal caretakers, our curators, our vets, all kinds of different.
The pup update.
Yeah, the pup update. All kinds of different views from the folks that make the Oklahoma City Zoo happen. So they're really interesting. You learn all kinds of cool stuff, so definitely check it out from our website. It's called Our Stories. It's the zoo blogs.
Good stuff. Their website is okczoo.org. You got some tiger cubs?
We do. If you haven't heard, it's been kind of big news at the zoo. I'm sorry. But yes, we have tiger cubs. We had 3 cubs that were Sumatran.
Jeez, are you kidding me?
I know. Look, we can't even stop. I can't even continue with the interview because now there's
How can you watch that and not mentally growl? You know, you're like, rawr.
I know. The zoo's tiger family has grown. It's just wonderful news. We have 3 Sumatran tiger cubs, all males. And they recently were named. I know. Look at this. So a little background on the picture.
This is fake.
No,
right?
it is not. Oh my
photoshopping.
goodness. What is happening here? I've lost all control. They're being weighed. This is the first time they were weighed. So that blue thing is the scale, and you know, you have to. How do you weigh a tiger cub? Well, you put it in a little container, and it's just it's just a tub of cuteness. So we have Echo, Rama, and Gusti.
What's the story behind the names? Do you know?
Okay, I do.
Okay.
I'm excited to share. So our caretakers chose the names, and they're all from Indonesian origin. Sumatran tigers are native to the island of Sumatra, which is part of Indonesia, excuse me. So they wanted to pay tribute to where they come from in the wild.
That's good.
Yeah, so Echo means first, Rama means friendly, and Gusti means leader. So they all have different meanings, and the keepers put a lot of thought into it, which is very cool. And
Do they fit those personalities?
They're hoping. It's a little too early to tell, but the keepers are all like,
This leader doesn't lead
they've
at
got
all.
some they've got some names to grow into, if you could put it that way. And then you know, they have their litter mate Zoya, who is our Amur tiger cub from Philadelphia Zoo.
You guys are just dumping tigers in this tub right and left.
This is just, I mean, Zoya.
Siri, the looks on the faces here. The one on the left.
Well, little Zoya, this is just after she had arrived at the zoo, and she didn't have her eyes open yet. Our male cubs had their eyes open, but Zoya's weren't open yet. And Zoya's story, if you're not familiar with it, she was born at the Philadelphia Zoo, and she was one of a litter of 5, but she's the only surviving cub. She had a first-time mom, and there were 2 of the cubs were stillborn. One died unfortunately from a accident right after birth, and then one died. He had a medical situation, and he didn't survive surgery. So Zoya is the surviving cub out of that litter, and
Zoya doing okay?
she's doing great.
Okay.
She has been adopted by our mama tiger, Lola, and is now being cross-fostered or raised with our tiger cubs at the Oklahoma City Zoo.
Will she stay here, or will she
She's going to grow up here. She'll
move on to the big leagues or something? I don't know.
Well, something that's very interesting. So she's a different subspecies of tiger than what we have at the zoo. We have Sumatran, and she is a. They're known as Siberian or Amur tigers, and they're the largest of all the tiger species. So in about a year, she's going to be quite a bit physically bigger than her litter mates, and close to maybe even the size of Lola. But that will be a time that our zoo will work with the Philly Zoo and the Association of Zoos and Aquariums to determine what would be the best long-term plan for Zoya. And that might mean that she moves to another AZA-accredited zoo to have her own cubs, or who knows, might go back to Philadelphia Zoo. But
Interesting.
yeah, but she's going to be with us for a little while, and you know, all of our Oklahoma City Zoo guests will be able to see her grow up and watch these guys.
The tub of cuteness.
I'm telling you, the tub of cuteness is only going to get cuter. It will. They've got some great milestones ahead of them. They're still off public view, but we're sharing updates on our social media. And in about 6 weeks, they'll have their first vaccinations and wellness checkups from the vet. And then a couple weeks after that, they'll start, if mom's comfortable with it, they'll start venturing out into the habitat with her. So
perhaps October-ish.
yeah, fall, you know, late September, early October, opportunity to see these guys out at Cat Forest at the zoo. I know.
Chatting with Candace Reynolds from the Oklahoma City Zoo, and you have some moldomatic action in front of you.
I know. So the moldomatics are probably the most favorite souvenir at the Oklahoma City Zoo. Many of us that have grown up here know all about the moldomatics, and we have 6 right now, but we've just brought in 3 new machines, and we now have sea lions.
Look out.
Oh my goodness, I know. Baby Cash right here. Tigers.
Yep.
How perfect. Sorry, I had to throw that in. And then we have this cute guy, kangaroo, or kind of looks like a wallaby too. I think you could kind of make your choice, but they're cousins, wallaby and kangaroo.
Sure.
But here we go. It's a hoppy. It's a hopping moldomatic right there.
These are located various places throughout the property.
They are located various places throughout the zoo. Sea lion is at Aquaticus, tiger is at Cat Forest, and wallabies in the Children's Zoo. And any of our guests that are looking to collect them, you can always go into the guest services office, and they will have kind of a little cheat sheet for you, if you will, that tells you where all the machines are, and you can just go and collect your moldomatics.
You don't have to do one of those one of those games with the claw that comes
No.
down that you can never
The
pick
claw,
it up?
the claw. No,
One
no
that
claw.
never works. No one ever gets a toy out of that thing.
No, and they're $3 each, and our machines do take credit cards.
Okay, very nice.
It's just kind of kind of nice from our day, where back in the day you had to come up with your 4 quarters or your crisp dollar bills to make it work. So yeah.
You're exactly right. You do have a couple tours coming up. We're taping this segment here on Tuesday, so later this week on Friday, First Friday, garden tour.
Our First Friday garden tours are continuing. They go through October, so we still have a few more to go. But this is an opportunity to look at that. I know. Where's the peacock? The peacock and the tulips. This is an opportunity to walk the grounds with our horticulturalist and learn about the botanical side of the zoo. We are an accredited botanical garden as well as a living museum, which a lot of our guests don't realize. And we have a lot of really interesting gardens to share and facts about our plant collections with our guests. And it's really fascinating to walk around with our team and learn about the thought processes that go behind keeping the zoo green year round, because we are open year round and you've got to keep those collections going and it's really fascinating. So a lot of cool things to learn with that, and you can meet at the guest services office at 10 a.m. on the first Friday of each month now through October for those tours, and they're free with zoo admission.
Very good.
Yeah.
One final thing to tell you about the OBI blood drive, blood shortage. You guys are helping out.
Yes, this is. We are always proud to partner with Oklahoma Blood Institute for their summer drives. Summers are a hard time for them to keep up their blood supplies, so they brought us on as a partner to help give an incentive to their donors, and we're more than happy to help with that. So if you donate blood at any OBI event through August 31st, you will receive a voucher good for 2 admission tickets to the Oklahoma City Zoo.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a good-looking T-shirt,
And
too.
a good-looking T-shirt, that's right. I love it this year. It's Don't Roam, Give Close to Home.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
What
we're
does
keeping
that
it
say?
local, and I love that. And of course, we have bison at the zoo. You can see them at Oklahoma Trails. So it's just one big connection coming full circle.
Through August 31st.
Through August 31st, yes.
All the stuff that she mentioned, plenty more information can be found on their website at okczoo.org. Candace, always great to catch up.
Oh, thank you.
Great
Thank you
job
for
today. Thanks
having
for
us. And
helping us out with the tub of cuteness there.
I'm happy. I'll make your Tuesday right there.
Very good. Candace, thanks so much.
Thank you.